Hey guys, it's Coach Clint here. We're going over today's home workout, garage fight. It's a really cool workout. Let's go over the warm-up first. So we start with 3 rounds of a Spider-Man with a reach for 30 seconds and then 30 seconds of a glute bridge. I'll go over both of those. So the Spider-Man is like going into a forward lunge, and your reach is bringing your elbow down to the ground, pushing your hip flexors down this way, and then bringing your elbow down as far as you can. And then you're going to do that for 30 seconds and switch it up on each side. So you're going to do that, and then glute bridges. Glute bridges, you're on the ground. You're bringing your heels to your rear end, and you're pushing through your heels, activating your hamstrings and your glutes, and back down for 30 seconds. So 3 rounds of Spider-Man with a reach, and then glute bridges. Then you do 2 rounds of 30-second lateral squats, which is just a Cossack squat, so a little bit wider stance, coming across and leaning on that leg, put your body weight across, shoulders up, 30 seconds that, and then you back down to the ground for a glute bridge, but this time you're going to do it with one leg. So if you can, since you're doing 2 rounds, I would do 1 round, just one leg, and then the second round with the other leg. If those are too hard for you, then just go back to both legs. And then we do 1 round of lateral line hops. So anything that you want to put on the ground to jump over, or it can just be an imaginary. We all have our imaginary friends. We have an imaginary line. So here's my imaginary line. I'm just going to stop over for 30 seconds. Get your heart rate up a little bit, activate those calves. And then the walkout, the glute bridge walkout, is something we haven't done before. Pretty cool workout. You're going to feel this as opposed to your chain. You're going to start with your hips already up and then walk on your heels out, keeping your core nice and tight. Go out as far as you can and then walking back in. You're really going to feel this in your hamstrings, your glutes, and your lower back, which is what it's supposed to feel like. All right, now garage wars. Or garage. I said that wrong. It is garage war. Okay. So it's like a fight gone bad. You're doing 5 exercises. Each one's for a minute. You're doing it for 3 rounds, and then you have a minute of rest. The first exercise is dumbbell thrusters. So you have the dumbbell is right here on your shoulders. You sit back into your squat. The chest is up. As you're coming forward, you pop your hips and the hip hinge and drive the weights up. Elbows are lined up with your ears and back down. You're going to do those for a minute. Then you're going to switch over to dumbbell power cleans. So you have your dumbbells in your hands. Just the head of the dumbbell has to touch. So you're going to come down, touch the dumbbell heads to the ground. As you're coming back up, you're going to snap your hips again and then back to the front rack. Then you do a minute of line hops, just like we did on warm-up, back and forth. Really going to get your heart rate up. And then you have active dumbbell push press. So the dumbbells are here. You're hinging at the hips again, driving the hips forward, squeezing your butt, and driving the weights up and back down. And then you get a great minute of burpees to finish it off. Let's talk about the hip hinge again. Since we're doing a hip hinge on the thruster, we're doing it on the cleans, and we're doing it on the push press. Talk about it real quick. When you're hinging at the hips, the weight is in your heels. You're pushing rear and back, and as you're coming forward, you're squeezing and popping your hips forward to give yourself momentum for those lifts. Very important. You guys have a great day. Have fun with this.